Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Sharon here at TarotSphere, TarotSphere 25. However, you can find me. You know, I'm a dork. I've said this before. My tech skills are terrible. So I'm kind of TarotSphere 25 or TarotSphere. I don't know. However, you find me on YouTube, TikTok. Today we have a guest. It's very exciting. This is Bethany. She is an astrologer, and she is absolutely amazing. So instead of diving into my little mysteries of history, we are actually going to dive into the mystery of Usha Vance, because I don't think a lot of people know too much about her. And she's kind of, it's a very different situation considering who her husband is and who she is. So it just seems like we just need some answers. What do you think?
Yeah, totally. So should I just dive into her chart?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's going to dive into her chart. And I have, of course, my Dormant Tarot Deck here with me. I might just pull cards as we're going along. So here we go.
Okay. So Usha Vance, we actually have a time chart for her, which is unusual. I didn't expect that when I started doing research, but her chart time has a AA Rodden rating. So if you're an astrologer, you know that's a fairly reliable time. So in general, we can trust this. She has Cancer rising. She has her sun in Capricorn, and she has her moon in Scorpio. So she has two stelliums in her chart. A stellium is a cluster of 3 or more planets. She has a stellium in Capricorn and another one in Scorpio. So let's start with Cancer rising. So that means the moon is her chart ruler, which is in Scorpio in the 5th house. She probably if you were to meet her face to face, she probably comes across as somebody who is very caring, probably generous, empathetic, somebody who is heart led. Somebody who would feel, you would feel comfortable sharing your secrets with her, even though you might not know why, if you met her in person. And there is a story from, I think they went to law school in Harvard, right? Is it Harvard or Yale?
I thought it was Yale, but let me check while you
They went to a high-profile, very prestigious law school, Usha and JD, and she was known for being very willing and eager to share her outlines or her class notes. And as somebody who has been to law school, I can tell you people are pretty territorial and protective over those, because everybody thinks I understand the secret to this class, and I have the best understanding of these cases. And you usually don't hand that out, especially when you're competing for grades. But reports say she was very kind and generous and willing to help fellow students. So I think that speaks to her Cancer rising. Yeah. Moon in the 5th house. The 5th house has to do with creativity, and it's a very generative place. So traditionally, this is the house of love, joy, entertainment, and also children, because it's a generative place. This is a place where we create things.
Yale.
Okay, sorry, not Harvard, Yale. So she probably is incredibly devoted to her children. Mm-hmm. She probably, I don't know what her creative hobbies are, but she probably has some, whether that's creative writing, maybe she likes knitting. Moon in Scorpio, I'm trying to think what art, poetry. Moon in Scorpio, people tend to be pretty poetic. So yeah, she probably is very creative. And then I want to talk about her sun in Capricorn. So that's in the 7th house. And she also has Mercury, Venus, Neptune, and the sun all clustered together in the 7th house. The 7th house is a place of partnerships. Traditionally, any relationship that's governed by a contract is found in the 7th house. So that's marriage and business partners. And Capricorn is a sign of, it's about dedication. Capricorn wants to earn it. They see the long-term vision. Think about your Aries friends who sometimes struggle to see past the end of the week, but Capricorn sees long-term. They see from now through the end of retirement. Mm-hmm. And in the 7th house, she feels committed to her partnerships. Like, she made vows and that's it.
This is the birth part, right?
Yeah, this is her birth chart.
Okay, so this isn't today.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, she feels committed. And she also has Venus there, which is just sort of amplifies it. Like Venus makes a promise and keeps it. So, however, she also has Neptune there, which means she might not, Neptune can be rose-colored glasses. So she might not see everything clearly all the time when it comes to her partners.
So that's a discrepancy, because if she keeps promises, like
Yeah.
she comes off to me that way,
Mhm.
that she is exactly who she is. But if she's got rose colored glasses on, things are not being seen. They're
Yeah.
distorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Mercury there is trustworthy. Mercury tells the truth in in Capricorn. The people I know with Mercury and Capricorn, they are dutiful about communication. Like if they say they're going to follow up on Friday, by God, they're going to follow up on Friday.
Mhm.
And then it also, they're kind of reluctant to use like adjectives and adverbs. Like they want to state the truth and nothing but the truth. And so they're afraid of embellishment. And I think
there's the lawyer.
Yeah. And I also think what we know about her is that she doesn't enjoy the limelight. Like has she done a serious interview?
They did that terrible thing to her where they made her go to Greenland. Remember
Oh,
that?
I do remember that.
And they used her to try to break.
Oh yeah, because we were going to buy
the ice.
Yeah.
And there were threats.
Yeah.
And so I think that they just used her because she's a lawyer and she's smart, and she probably has excellent communication skills with, talking through things, but they totally used her for that. And that doesn't, to me, that wasn't her personality. I felt when I was looking at her, through that thing, they had the photo shoots and stuff, that it really, she looked very out of her skin.
Yeah. Okay. So I think she is a caring and sensitive person who feels incredible devotion to her children. And maybe it's possible she does not always see her relationships clearly and accurately because she wants to see what she wants to see a little bit. I think also Sun in 7th house people, I'm going to say this one thing and then I'll shut up.
No, I don't really have, I'm just going to pop in here and there.
Sun in 7th house people sometimes need a relationship to sort of hold up a mirror and let them know who they are. Like these are the people who do not feel totally comfortable with themselves unless they have a partner to kind of balance them out.
So is that low self-esteem?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Some people just function better as part of a partnership.
Okay.
So I don't think it's low self-esteem, although that's certainly possible with this chart. Yeah, so it may be that if she doesn't have a partnership, she's going to struggle to understand who she is a little bit.
She wants that.
Yeah.
She wants the whole package.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. The yearning of having that support system. Yeah. Well, while we're talking about support system, I did pull just a couple of cards here. New decisions coming up. Looking out, figuring out what to do, because her tower is crumbling down right there. It is crumbling down. So I think that, I'll continue to pull more cards before I say more on this, because I'm jumping the gun a little bit. But anyway, as we're talking, that's what I'm getting.
Okay. When I look at her zodiacal releasing, which is it's a complicated timing technique that I think it was rediscovered in the late 90s. Like this was lost due to untranslated text, and then some astrologers got back into it. And it's sort of, if you're unfamiliar with it, it divides if your life was a book, right? It would divide it into like volumes, chapters, paragraphs, sentences.
Okay. It really breaks it down.
Yeah, so it breaks it down into different timelines. And right now, she is since February of this year, she has kind of been in a timeline that is more or less focused on her partner. And whether I can't, this is a really complicated thing to read, and it's not objective. So what is a good timeline for me will not necessarily be good or bad for somebody else. It's extremely individualized. So I can't tell what she's thinking, if she's like super happy with her partnership or if she is rethinking, recalibrating things, just that is kind of top of mind.
It has been seen, there's been some outbursts in public.
Oh, really?
With her
I haven't seen that.
husband.
Oh.
I think that there's just so much stress right now because of the change.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of change. I would say from not just the way their lives have evolved, but who they are inside, how that has evolved.
Yeah.
And so she's probably in so much intensity.
I think you're probably right. What do the cards say?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, she, like I just read earlier, she's got a lot of thought going on. So the base is she is pausing. She is totally in a world trying to figure out good and bad, because if her husband does become, what would he be? Would he be considered 48 then?
If he was president?
Yeah, he would be 48.
Yeah.
God, what is that in numerology? That's a 3. I'm going to have to look that up. But that's another whole, she could probably melt into that role easier than she's probably having right now, because right now she's dealing with a transformation. She's watching her husband completely change.
You're saying if J.D. Vance were to become president, she would have an easier time as first lady than she's having as second lady right now? Is that what you're saying?
I think so, because she will have a much more, I'm hearing some things, much more, her life is going to be much more privatized, because he's going to be so taken out of the compartment and doing not a lot of time, right? So she's going to probably get into that role easier. Being a first lady, she'll have more control instead of just being told what to do. She's going to have things that she can actually implement. She's a little nervous.
Okay.
She's wondering where the light's going to go with the husband. And she knows she's going to need a lot of strength to get through this.
Okay.
So I think this woman has a lot of stress. I think the not luxury, but the spotlight part of it, I think she does like it. I think, it's a world where only, she realizes this woman is humble. I know she's humble. I think she knows that, she doesn't know how this happened for her and how she got to where she's at, but it's here and she can easily get into it. But I think the stresses of the developmental stages and where things have gone to are clashing so desperately with how they began their lives together, her and her husband. It's so different. And I think she's wondering if he's going to come back or not. Like, once he's president, will he be who he is today, or will he bring it back and become who he more was? That's what she wants to happen, but I think she's really toying. Is it too far gone?
Yeah, I completely agree. And that Neptune in the 7th house, it could be that her husband is not what was someone when they first met who he isn't today. And now, but it's too late, because she's made a commitment. She has, do they have 2 or 3 children?
I think I want to say 2.
2 or 3. We don't know.
2 or 3.
Plenty. They have plenty of children.
It might be 2 boys and a girl, actually.
It might be. I think it might be 3.
3. I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay. Yeah. So that is a commitment. Yeah. And if it playing devil's advocate, if her relationship were to unravel, that's an awful lot of media attention that she's tried pretty hard to avoid thus far.
Oh, let's pull some cards on this. Let's not forget her career.
Okay, yeah.
She is a lawyer. She loves being a lawyer. She has set it aside. So how is this going to even impact the rest of her life? I mean, this could go very dark, and it could be bad. Or this could keep her from ever practicing law again. Will she ever have the time? I mean, is she, I imagine, I'm assuming that one day when her kids are older, she wants to practice again. maybe not. You know, we're all different people at different times in our lives, but I have this like really heaviness on my shoulders right now when we think about her being a lawyer. Like, I think she misses it big time.
I think she does. And she was, I can't remember the name of the firm that she worked at, but it was a very liberal, progressive firm.
Oh my gosh, this girl, she is stuck in a freaking nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
She really is. She's stuck in a nightmare. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You can't just look at what their life was and who they were as people and what it is now and say she's not in a nightmare. I mean, I think she's in a nightmare, and the cards are showing it too. Let's see what else we can get. What else do you have?
She also, so right now, so looking at what transits her birth chart is undergoing right now. So as most of you may know, Pluto is currently in Aquarius, and it just went in a couple of years ago. For her, Aquarius is her 8th house. The 8th house has a terrible reputation, but I'm not scared of it. I have my son in the 8th house. And the 8th house can be about death, sex, transformation, taboo subjects. It's like the underside or the underbelly, like the real root of the matter. It can be kind of scorpionic. Like it doesn't want to do with trivialities. Like it wants to get to the real heart of something. It can also be about your partner's resources and their money. So Pluto is going through that. So it could be she could understand things differently.
Yeah.
Because that's part of like Pluto is about transformation, and the 8th house has a lot to do with transformation.
And she's got the rosy glasses too.
She does have the rosy glasses. So she might be seeing things differently, or she could be sort of diving deep and like recommitting to those things. That could be part of the transformation. You keep getting some really interesting cards for her.
We do. With what you were just going, she is definitely looking for answers. I mean, she's looking for clues. She's looking for things. She's looking out there. What do I do? She is definitely tuning into the feminine side of her. Now, this is what I'm hearing right now. She is scared she's losing her feminine side.
Oh.
And it hadn't come up yet because it was all this dominating stuff. But here she is. If she's going to have this role eventually, she wants the comfort of it being she wants the rosy glasses gone. Like she wants to see things for exactly what they are. She doesn't want to get sucked into a bunch of secretive, this and that. She doesn't want to be a part of anything that is not real or genuine. She wants her reputation. This is the bottom card. Well, anyway, here we go. Here's our bottom card. This is what she's mostly worried about, her being judged. She's worked hard to be who she is as a woman, as a mother, as for her career path, a student, a learned person, and she does not want to be judged on the wrong end of the stick. And she's tuning into the feminine energy. I'm telling you that right now. She really is.
Yeah. So can we pull cards based on, do you think her marriage is going to survive? I'm putting it 50-50.
I'm hearing something different, but
actually I'm going to change that, because long term, if I'm looking at this long term, I think her marriage has like maybe a 30 to 40% chance of survival.
I think it's more like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, but let's see what the cards have to say. So I just heard some information about her along the lines of her reputation and what she's worked so hard her whole life to become, because she is humble. She is caring. She's a very loving, caring person. And a lot of what is going on is extremely disturbing to her. And she just, maybe because of the rosy glasses, she doesn't know how to deal with this. It's too soon. It's too fresh. It's too new to make any decisions. So let's just see about her marriage coming up. I think if she becomes first lady, like I said, I think she'll be able to deal with it okay, but that's her dealing with it. That has nothing to do with her marriage. 10 of Wands. She's got a lot of obstacles. This is what she wants.
Yeah,
she
wants
it
the
pleasant.
happy home.
She wants just the pleasantry, the prettiness. She wants the pretty house, and she wants nice friends, and she wants fresh flowers every day and things like that. But again, the Judgment card again. She is terrified of being locked in. Now, as you can see, the owl can fly away over these swords at any time. But is she strong enough? This is what she fears, because I feel like she's already emotionally, I don't want to use the word, but I think I'm going to put it in a different context. I think she's already being told her situation and what it's going to be. And this is what it is now. And that's what it is. And she's like feeling trapped. She's contemplating, and she's going to feel even more trapped. She can do the niceties and that part and, get through it with all, but she will be feeling trapped. And will she decide to just take her wings and go up and over those swords? It's an option, but look how dark this is. It's going to be rough for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so in February, we have a conjunction between Saturn and Neptune. They've actually been they've been within range for most of the spring. They're both back in Pisces now, but they will make a conjunction at the first degree of Aries, which is her 10th house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough transit. And it has to do with how your 10th house is the most visible part of your chart. So this is how it's your reputation. This is how other people know you.
And that has come up twice with the major arcana card today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she may have like a sudden burst of reality, maybe February or so.
Yeah. And I really, I think she has like so much compassion for other people. And I don't see her just saying, F off, if when he becomes president. I don't want this. She will not have the strength to do that. She's not going to have the strength to get up and over those swords. She can do it, but will she? No. They're going to make it so comfortable for her that she's not going to. So just focus on her kids, kind of just do all that. But is she going to be super happy? She might make it happy for herself in that way. I don't see the marital part in the equation too much. And after his stint, as short-lived as I think it will be, I think there's going to be an eruption, honestly.
Yeah,
This is entertainment only.
Totally, yeah, entertainment purposes.
And Usha, we're behind you, girl.
Yeah.
We're not down on you. We're behind you.
Totally.
Girl power. We've all been through it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this is fascinating. Is there any more?
I'm not seeing a whole bunch right now. Yeah, she may also be, she has Uranus is in Gemini, which for her is the 12th house. She may be having psychic or spiritual insights. Yeah.
That might be why the Empress came up, because, I think I would go along with that as long as it's female.
Okay.
She wants to be connected to female. I think she has seen so much disgusting stuff with this dominating, I'm hearing this now. With this dominating male energy, like constantly just like bulldozing into her. She knows, she's seen and knows a lot, and she doesn't like it. And I think she wants to be around women.
Yeah.
Girlfriends, flowers, clothes, play tennis, talk about kids. She wants to just stay in that world because she can't handle it. Plus, there's a lot going on that ethically she is really not really okay with.
True.
So that's what we've got. Oh my gosh. Well, we had a great time today. So listen, you guys can catch Bethany at pollenstardust.com.
Pollen and Stardust.
Oh, sorry. Pollen and Stardust. And I'm going to have it listed on the in the comments. you know, where I list everything. You can book readings with her. She is doing a discount through October. Her readings, $50 off through October.
Yeah, $100 from now through Halloween.
Yeah, and she's amazing. And don't forget, you know, we've got the new year coming up. So it's a great time to get a reading for your new year, or if you've got any of the holiday birthdays coming up, let's not forget about that either, because it's good to know what's going on. Now, as a reminder, we have our second part of our 3-part Halloween series this Saturday, and then the third part and final part will be Halloween night on Friday. So it's this Saturday and then Friday night. Please give us a thumbs up. We're cool. We're fun. We had a great time. I need more than 13 subscribers, please. I know I'm new, but come on. We're so great. And I hope Bethany's going to be dropping in, and drop in the comments if there's anybody that you want us to check out. We are all in. So I hope y'all have a good day. Thanks again, Bethany.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye.